Here's our bell rope, and we're going to look at the second of the 4 knots we need to tie to construct this bell rope. It looks quite complicated, but it's a very satisfying and nice looking knot once you know how to do it. So let's give it a bash. Yet again, I've used a rubber band to secure the 4 leads, and I'm going to hold the bell rope upside down and form 4 loops as shown in the video. Already I know you're starting to panic, but let's hold these together with another rubber band. Then we can see what we're doing and not be afraid of losing the knot. I'm going to take one lead and pass it over the lead next to it and through the next loop. For those of you that have done the course, you will understand this a lot more than those that are trying to do it from scratch. I'll take the next lead, pass it over the one next to it and through the loop. And the next one, pass it over the next lead, this one here, and through the next loop. Take the kinks out. Don't know why we should take the kinks out, they're a fine band for those of you old enough to remember them. And finally the last lead, there should only be one loop left, so pass it over the next lead and through the remaining loop, like so. And already you can see the shape of a diamond knot there already. And the original rubber band we used to hold things together, we can now get rid of that. Let's unwind it so that we can use it again rather than cut it. There we go. We do still have a rubber band right in the middle there. We'll have to cut that out eventually, but there's our knot structure, and we need to tighten these up just a little bit. I know with the Matthew Walker knots we kept things fairly loose to start with, and we still need to keep this one fairly loose, but not so loose as we can't see what the structure is. So gently, one at a time, just tease these through until our knot looks a bit tighter, but we can still see it's a diamond knot there. We're getting close to what we want now. We now have 4 leads coming through the top, and if we look carefully, each one should lay against a loop over the top, and what we want to do with each lead is keep it underneath the one next to it. You need to look at the video to see what I mean here. So 4 leads, each underneath the one next to it, and I'm pointing at the rubber band there. That's now going to get in the way, so we need to cut that out. We can't actually pull that out because it's stuck right in the middle of the knot, so let's get rid of that. I'm afraid that's some wastage, but ultimately, as I said once before, rubber bands help in the early stages because it holds things together, but with a bit of practice you won't need these. So back to our 4 leads. Look at the 4 leads coming out of the top, and tighten it up just a little bit so that it's not too loose. We need to be able to see all our leads reasonably close to each other. Yet again, we tighten ever so slowly, one lead at a time. And there we go. And yes, we can still see that's a diamond shape, isn't it? So we know we're on the right tracks. Okay. Take a lead and make sure it goes underneath the one next to it. And make sure we do that with all four, as shown in the video. Take a lead and follow it, follow the lead next to it, follow it through where the lead next to it goes under something. Make sure this lead goes under and take the kinks out again. And the next one, make sure it goes under the lead next to it and follow that through underneath. Tease the kink out. 2 to go. Follow the lead next to it, go underneath and under the next lead. Just follow the lead through that you're next to. One left. And there we go. We're well on the way now. It gets easier, trust me. And I'm just going to tighten things up a little bit more now. Keep the structure of the knot, but let's not make it too tight yet, because those leads that are pointing towards the top of the bell rope effectively need to go in the other direction, so we need some room to manoeuvre still. We'll tighten it up later, but there we go. We've got 4 leads pointing down now. Now here comes what might be considered the tricky bit. Let's take one of the leads and it's come underneath the lead next to it, let's not forget. So we're now going to go over 2 and under 2 leads. You see what I mean there? So over 2 and under 2 and bring it right up through the middle. So here we go. See there, we've gone 1, 2, 1, 2. So over 2, under 2, right up through the middle. And we're going to do that 4 times, once for each lead. Take the next one. There we go. We've got to go over 1, 2, make a little hole, using my pliers here to just emphasize where the hole is. So over 1, 2 and under 2 and right up through the middle. There we are. And the next one. 1, 2, 1, 2. So over 2, under 2 and right through the middle again. That's 3 out of 4 done, nearly there. 1 left. Over 1, 2 and under 2. Use my pliers to force the hole to put it through. 1, 2, over 2, under 2, and there we go. We've got the structure of the knot. Now then, this is going to take a little while to tighten, but we've certainly got the structure there, haven't we? We need to tighten this one slowly, bit at a time. It's quite a complicated knot, so a little bit at a time, otherwise we'll get the bell rope out of kilter. We need to keep it straight, the whole thing. So there we go, that's looking pretty close, but be patient. Tighten it up very slowly, bit at a time, and you will finish up with this. And once you get that right, you can feel pretty proud of yourself. It does take some practice, this one, but it's well worth it.